Would you like that? The scene where like the kids like beat a puppy to death? Would that make you happy, Karen?
Okay.
You gotta love to be gone back yet. Love just a 10, I think don't you grab it.
Welcome to Lobster Magnet and Friends. I'm here with my buddy Goro Gregoro. And Goro Gregoro has a very special friend, Karen.
Hi, I'm Karen.
So Karen decided to not be on camera because Karen has business job reasons.
Sorry.
So Karen is taking the form of this little stuffed animal who will be a visual representation of Karen and her opinions.
Yeah, that's right.
And Karen is also the reason why she's been stealing good old Goro away from me to do my reviews.
Yeah, this may look like a crazy situation right now, but yeah.
So I had to use the full might of my birthday as an excuse to force him to watch episodes.
Don't you mean the all might of your birthday?
Yes, I used the all might of my birthday so I could steal his attention away from Karen to go watch these episodes of My Hero Academia.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. I've been going a little crazy over Karen recently. This little thing right here. I know it looks crazy right now, but, you know.
Yeah, so I gotta, like, fight for Goro's attention with Karen, so... But right now, you know, I all-mighted my way, so, you know, let's get into the discussion of the past 3 episodes. I've done some coverage on, like, the past few, but then I kind of, like, stopped because I wanted to do this.
Okay.
So, Goro, what do you think of all My Hero you've been missing?
Well... I feel like so far, there's like a really like nice moment.
Me.
You know what, Karen, what are your thoughts of My Hero? Since Karen has a very interesting position here. Karen doesn't really like watching sort of genre media, but she does have some exposure in the sense that, she apparently watched Naruto when it was airing in America. And so, she, seen Harry Potter. So what are your impressions, Karen, of My Hero Academia from just seeing these episodes?
I think it's a good start. I would say 3 out of 5.
Oh, Karen's...
It started out very slow and corny, and then it got more corny. But then it was corny, but then also exciting, because people started dying, and then all the sad little pussycats dead.
Karen was not a fan
of the pussycats.
Well, it's funny, though. Karen's like, I want the characters with the big boobies! And the pussycats come out, and they're all kind of, like, chesty. And I was thinking, oh, Karen's going to love the pussycats. I mean, you are a pussycat, Karen. So, Karen, why didn't you love the Wild Wild Pussycats?
I thought they were very annoying. And they made us cook. Well, they made them cook. And they kind of seemed kind of weak and weird. They were hitting on little children.
Yeah. There was one of them who kind of did.
They're supposed to be 18, though, right? It's like...
Well,
or one of them was supposed to be 18.
No, one of them was like 30, and that was the joke. That like, she's like 30, and she's like, I'm 18 in my spirit! And that was the whole point. It's like, oh, I want these hot boys. Once you're 18, I'm all over you.
I forgot about that part. Yeah. That makes sense.
But, alright, yep. So we're getting... So, Goro, what did you think of these season 3 so far?
I mean, I kind of know what's already going to happen with
Bakugo.
I feel like I've been a little bit spoiled because I know a little bit what's going to happen with Bakugo. Like, it almost takes away a lot of the tension. But I really like the moment where Bakugo was like at the last episode where he's like, I want to win like All Might wins and stuff at the very end, which I knew was going to happen. So it kind of like, it took away a lot of the tension of like Bakugo getting kidnapped by the villains and like potentially being turned as a villain.
But even without the tension, though, I thought like a lot of things were very well achieved and executed upon, especially in the most recent episode in terms of, the tension between the class and the Ida's guy giving like a really good voice performance in the terms of like, don't make the same mistake I did. How am I supposed to like sit here and watch you do the same thing?
I'm glad they brought like that little character moment with him again, because he got in trouble before with trying to fight Stain by himself, and he's sort of like his character arc sort of like became like Iron Man's from like the Marvel movies in a little way. It was like his recklessness, like now he's like sort of like not exact. He's like the opposite of doubling down on his recklessness. He's like starting to shy away from that entirely, like saying, I shouldn't have done that, so now...
Oh, I see what you mean. So
Yeah.
you mean his character arc is similar to Civil War.
Yeah, basically.
In the sense where Iron Man's like, we need to take responsibility for it.
Yes.
Well, I mean, he was never like a reckless guy. He just was reckless from that like one little story arc.
Right.
But what did you think of the majority of the whole, setup with the attack on the training camp?
It was okay. I expected a little bit more blood, a little bit more of the villains like overpowering them. I wanted Midoriya to lose actually, and like I thought that fight had some really like nice moments with like the muscle guy like pummeling him to the ground, but I wanted like the muscle guy to really overpower Midoriya.
It
For-
kind of felt like Dragon Ball E. Like, she was like smash. And I feel like they should just concentrate. It just feels like if Naruto, Harry Pothead, and Avengers had a baby, it would be My Hero Academia.
Well, that is pretty much all the influences.
Plus a little bit of Star Wars.
I don't know.
And Pokemon. I think they try too hard with some of the superpowers. It's just kind of lame. It's like if this little tiger had like a magic power, like smack.
Well, I don't see the Star Wars one, but I could definitely see there's definitely a lot of influences.
It's unrealistic.
The whole premise is unrealistic. So here's my defense of the muscular fight. Like, everything about it is extremely contrived. The fact that the muscular guy finds the little kid whose parents he killed, the fact that Midoriya is kind of like able to...
Which also felt a little bit like too convenient, a little like too quick and too convenient from like right from the get-go.
Need more character development.
No, because that guy was just meant to serve as a huge block for Midoriya. And the whole point of that, it's sort of like, My Hero Academia as a whole, that, like, even if some of the story elements aren't necessarily the most original, what sort of makes them stand out is, Horikoshi and, of course, the Bones animation team supporting the original manga, taking it to that next level, pushing it to the absolute emotional extreme.
Oh, I see. Yeah, just to being like very emotional really quickly.
Yeah.
Getting to the point.
Getting to that point of like, he's being crushed. Oh my God, his body's... But then he's just going to push beyond and I'm your hero. And then that hype moment, even if the mechanics of the fight aren't particularly interesting. And we talked a little bit about this in the, the sports festival. The sports festival, I think, is not as well structured as the Chunin exams overall.
Yeah.
But, during those, like, big set piece moments of Midoriya and, versus Fire and Ice Guy.
Yep.
He just pushes that beyond.
I think his name is Todoroki.
Todoroki. To the point where... Yeah, it becomes this transcendental piece of entertainment, even if, it's not a very mechanically interesting fight.
No, that fight was really, really good. That, the second season, that was definitely a 10 episode. But, I mean, so far I haven't seen 10 level quality.
Oh, come on. That fourth episode was at least a 9.
Was it? I mean, it just felt a little bit rushed, and like you're just introducing these characters right from the get go.
Did you really want like a chapter and a half of like, because that's like maybe one or two manga materials of like content?
But I would have at least liked to see like Midoriya like beat up like like lose round 1 of the fight.
He did lose round 1. He like used 100%. He breaks his arm, and then it's like, oh fuck, this guy still. I didn't do anything.
But I like a little bit of like breathing room, like remember when Luffy lost a crocodile like for the first few times? Like they felt like the stakes
those were
high.
like separate like incidents, because you got to remember the first time Luffy loses to a crocodile, then there's like a day or two between it in the incident until he gets to fight him again. Versus this, where it's like the whole point. Like if you look at my
imagine if Midoriya lost the fight against Muscle Guy, the kid was like smacked around a little bit. Midoriya would have like ultimately lost. He would have lost Bakugo and lost against the Muscle Guy. He would have even more reason to go after the League of Villains.
Well, remember the fact that he also lost his goddamn arms.
Yeah.
And the drama of that was like played very well in terms of like you were like, oh fuck.
I mean, that part was like cool, but I think they could have like upped it even more, like to make the build up, the tension for that, a next encounter with Muscle Guy to be even better.
I blame you, Karen. I blame you and your skepticism for destroying Goro's previous loving of My Hero Academia's pureness, because generally I think this is like some of the strongest material in the manga. Not necessarily the attack arc, but the sort of build up to this and what's coming.
I've been pretty critical of My Hero Academia from time to time. Like, there's like some instances like during the Stain fight.
The Stain fight was fucking amazing.
Okay, there's some really great moments in the Stain fight.
I really like the bird. He just obliterated that ugly eating guy.
Oh, the teeth guy?
Yeah. And there was like some mental health issues with that girl that just want to, love somebody and cut them up and become one with them.
Well, she's the crazy, whatchamacallit, she's a crazy yandere girl.
Yeah.
Karen, have you ever heard of the yandere trend that like exists in Japanese culture?
No.
So yandere is kind of like a personality archetype that you see a lot in like anime and manga fiction, and basically it's about this girl who becomes so obsessive over someone that she like either wants to like kill them or kill other people around them that she becomes jealous of.
Wow.
And Toga is basically like, well, the thing is,
her character is a little bit of a anime embodiment version of that, right?
Yeah, she's like the ultimate yandere girl. There are many people who love her. Well, for me, like Toga and Dabi, aka the guy with the cool burns on his face, they're really great character designs. They still haven't quite proven themselves as characters, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah,
in the manga.
I really like the villains.
Which was your favorite?
I like the villain with the scar. I thought like a lot of them had really cool powers, but the students had some really stupid powers. Like, what the fuck is with the tape? It's really lame.
Tape guy. He's actually one of my favorite characters.
The stone guy too. Like he just kept getting shot over and over.
Okay, that was dumb. That guy was.
How's really that bad? He hardens. It's an okay superpower. It's not a very flashy one, but
it's like that Rock and Thor movie.
Oh, the Rock guy.
Rock.
Hi, my name's Chip.
No. I'm Korg.
Oh, his name is Korg? I thought his name was Chip.
No, it's Korg.
Alright, my name's Korg.
Rock, paper, scissors.
It's nice little rock, paper, scissors joke.
Who do you think had the dumbest power, Karen, in your exposure to My Hero?
I think the guy with the tape is stupid.
Uh-oh, Goro, you gotta defend Mr. Tape Guy.
Okay, imagine an unlimited supply of duct tape. Like, can you imagine what you could do with unlimited duct tape in a world filled with superpowers? Just like...
I can think of like a million ways he can die with just the power of tape. Like the first hero to go.
This is going to be a big problem in your relationship now. You can't be dating someone who hates duct tape guy.
But,
I really do like the Bulbasaur girl.
You mean the frog girl?
Yeah. I want her. So many things you can do with the tongue,
And that is why she is favored waifu material
I think the guy with the tape and the girl with with the little tongue should get together. They have a fun night.
I'm sure someone's drawn that up or written whatchamacallit.
I think that's probably like someone drew that
They
up.
could just like tape each other up and tongue each other up.
Oh my god, that sounds very fan servicey.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
like
Superhero hentai.
yeah.
There's plenty of that. Although I guess you could probably have like some sort of bondage scene, right, with the tape.
Well, I would like to say, although I trashed the show, I really liked it. I enjoyed it.
Did you? Oh, that's so nice, Karen.
Yeah, I had a good time.
That's what My Hero does. It gives you a good time. Because there is a lot of trash and shade for what, like, I think is, like, a pretty strong performance. Like, I will give you...
Good animation for the majority of the part, I'd say.
Because, like, what I would say is, like, maybe I did it on the wrong foot. Basically, like, I made him watch the recap episode because Karen had never seen it, and I figured the recap episode...
Recap was so boring.
Yes, it was.
That was really dumb.
But the recap, I think, like, because it'll give Karen a idea of what this is all about and what all their
Karen was bored.
and it'll show Karen, like, flashbacks of, like, all the really cool scenes. And Karen, did it give you context?
No.
Do you think you would have been able to figure things out just from watching, like, without the recap episode?
Yeah, I can always ask.
Just ask questions.
Yeah. But I like the concept of it, and they have some really cool, like, integration of, like, Harry Pothead, Hermione, and Ron.
So
Harry Potter.
Here's a good question for you, Karen. What is your favorite moment from all those episodes we saw? What do you think was, like, the coolest moment?
Oh, you're gonna hate me when I say this. My favorite moment was when, like, that little boy tried to use his, like, head thingy to climb over to see the naked girls. And then he got caught. He's a hero, and his only motivation is to see naked girls in the academy. I feel like that's so relatable. He's like the most real and genuine person in the whole show. Like you can just see through his eyes what he wants, and he says what he wants. He knows what he wants in life. He wants to see boobies and pussies.
It's funny you should mention that because he's kind of a controversial character in the fandom. Like, people hate him. I think they hate the idea that, like, My Hero Academia is, like, a very pure show in the sense that there are many other shows that, like, have much more of that, the boobies and the pussies, and then they, like, show them off and they do all these kind of, like, weird things. But My Hero Academia is just about these little kids who just want to be the best superheroes, and they're really, really, determined about it.
Right.
But
it's
the guys
very a pure-hearted,
earnest.
Not very sexually oriented, more like kind of purely motivated
He's
kind of
keep
things.
it real. It's puberty time.
And the idea is that these kids just want to be superheroes so badly. I wonder, Karen, if you'd like this show called Shogeki no Toma, where it's about kids who want to go to a cooking school, but then when they, like, make really good dishes, all their clothes flies off.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I don't think I can handle that.
You think that might be a little too much for you? But you do love the little ball kid with his flying,
Yeah,
That was actually a really good scene, really animated, well animated scene actually. But he does that. He does pull that stuff off a lot. I'm curious if he gets like a really big like big character moment with his in later on in the series.
Yeah, he's mostly a gag character. He's just, like, meant to be in the sideline. He doesn't get, like, a superhero moment.
Well, whereas, like, his pervertedness actually becomes, like, a huge asset, like, in a fight of some kind.
So far, that's not the case.
I'm gonna say something shitty again.
Uh-oh. What do you say, Karen?
What's this shitty thing?
Well, I just think superheroes, there shouldn't be a school for superheroes. You're either born with it or not. You can't train some loser to become superhero. It's either in their genes or it's not,
Well,
you're either born with the power, you're born with the personality, Or otherwise, you just fucked.
That's why there's a huge entrance exam in order to get into the schools.
Yeah, they have to like blow up robots in order to like get in.
Yeah, otherwise like you would never get into the school in the first.
It's like comedians. You don't have like a comedian school. You're either funny or you're funny. You can't train somebody to be funny. I mean, you can't train somebody to be a hero. I mean, that's just what you're born.
Well, that is very true. Obviously, like Fire and Ice Guy or Bird Guy. You said you really like Bird Guy, right?
Yeah. He's like a little Hulk, but he's like a bird.
Yeah, that was like a little bit interesting. I kind of wish that was like developed a little bit earlier. Like his power, like he wasn't able to control his power during like darkness.
If he can control his anger and do some few years of therapy, he's gonna be a very strong hero.
Of course he is. He's got a good power compared to like Tail Girl. What was your least favorite? Tail Guy. What was your least favorite character, Karen? Who did you? So you like Ball Guy, Dark Shadow?
Oh wait, I think she disliked Tape Guy the most. Right?
Is that him the one you hate the most, or is there another character?
I thought the guy that ate cake was kind of stupid too.
the guy who ate sugar to get stronger.
Or the girl that like ate, I forgot what, but she like poop stuff out.
Oh, just makes items.
She's actually one of the most useful ones.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just imagine.
She made the tracking device.
She can make all kinds of shit out of herself.
Yeah, I just feel like if I'm stranded in an island, like none of these superheroes like would be helpful. I probably need I'd rather be stranded in an island with one of the villains.
Really? You'd rather be with like edgy Burn Guy?
Yeah.
Why? Just because he's edgy?
No, it seems like the villains have better superpowers.
Well, they have more destructive ones.
Yeah.
Actually, I think the villain with the most useful power is probably the Warp Gate dude.
Yeah.
So, what do you think of the general interaction over these few episodes during how things escalated from a simple training camp to like the villains like fucking shit up and stealing Bakugo? And
unrealistic.
Goro?
Yeah, I just wish they had a bigger win. Like some of the heroes getting like completely pummeled. Like I wanted to see more bad guy victories.
More bad guys because this was like considered to be like a big victory in the sense that
they captured one student, true, but like there was a bunch of the bad guys that got their asses handed.
Well, yeah, that's true. And in one of my videos, I'm sure you've probably forgotten it about now. I talk about how it's still representative of Shigaraki's like terrible planning. Oh, okay. But I think the show does a good job of selling it as this like devastating thing where like all 15 students are injured. 3 students are unconscious. This is unconscionable. Oh, the UA teachers have to be forced to go in a press conference. Aizawa, the Eraserhead hero who doesn't want to, be in public, is forced to dress up and be in public and be humiliated as he's accosted by the evil press.
It really made me think about the school shootings. I mean, it's not very comparable, but if you think about it, it's school students being attacked, and they have these weak superheroes to fend for themselves, and where the fuck are the teachers?
Oh my god. Oh god.
And then they're just apologizing.
Oh god, we're getting into some really weird territory right now.
I didn't want to go there, but
it really triggered me. It's out of school, and kids died and got hurt.
Well, nobody died. They just got wounded.
Wounded and injured. I suppose there is definitely some comparison to.
And the parents, are worried. They don't feel safe bringing their kids back into school.
So
that's actually that does really hit close to home now, doesn't it?
I gotta cry now. Be right back.
So yeah, and there you go. That's what the villains are. They're like the edgy little kids in high school who want to share Pepe memes and offensive shit, and then they take things a little too far.
That's
I don't even think that was intentional, but that is kind of true.
I mean, if I wonder if the creator was thinking that when he did some of this stuff, like
No. I could firmly say no because this was like, conceived. If it is, it's just a happy coincidence. I don't think he was like trying to make a commentary on school shootings.
Okay, but there was that one student, like one
one kid.
dressed up like a smart ass student with a gas mask and like did have a handgun at one of those scenes. It was kind of like a little bit of that kind of imagery.
Like school shooter, I'm gonna like release a pipe bomb and go around and shoot people.
Something like that, yeah. Where he's like, he's dressed in school uniform and he has a gun in his hand too.
Yeah, I didn't mean to diverge. I also was thinking, like, what if one of the teachers were like a villain? Because did they know about the secret spot?
Well, that's one thing that they're implying, that one of the teachers is a traitor.
Yeah, which is it's a little interesting to side plot thing.
I
But-
think it's the smiling guy that's probably a villain.
Which guy?
The smiling guy.
Oh, you think All Might is a villain?
Yeah.
But All Might, he's like the main character's like hero. He's like his idol.
He's Superman. He's everything that is good and right in the world.
You think
Things are not always the way it seems.
That would be a very interesting twist, Karen.
That would be a really amazing twist, but I don't know if the creator's like smart enough to do something like that.
They just need to be drunk enough to change it. They're like, nope, he's not all good.
I think I would actually like that. If
no, you wouldn't.
I kind of would.
No,
like,
you
He
wouldn't.
likes what Karen likes.
Yeah, fuck you, Goro. Karen is like corrupting you. Fuck you, you tiger, you manipulative. You take him away from me, so we can't. And now you're corrupting his opinion on My Hero Academia to the point where you prefer All Might be evil.
Don't hurt Karen. Don't hurt Karen.
Yeah, you're terrible. You're the worst. Goro, you love All Might. All Might is everything that is good in the world. He's the guy who's going above and beyond his limitations for the greater good.
I like All Might, but I also like a cool story better.
Karen's scared.
Fuck you. Fuck you, Karen. You're perverting. You're perverting this, pure, simple story about these high school kids who just want to be heroes and are completely earnest.
My tiger hole don't
I'll
wanna
destroy.
be fucked.
Oh my god, Karen. I'm gonna come back here on my next birthday or some other time. I'm just gonna find the most edgy fucking anime of all time. I'm gonna force you to watch that. Maybe we should do Berserk, or maybe we should do the infamous edgy anime Elfen Lied.
Oh my god.
You're gonna wake up the parents.
Would you like that? The scene where like the kids like beat a puppy to death? Would that make you happy, Karen?
Okay.
What's your favorite movie? What movie did you see most recently that you liked a lot?
I like the white girls.
The White Girls? Which one was that?
It's the one the two black folks dressed up as white girls.
Oh,
Like
white chick.
White.
What's the
Naruto's
Wayne brothers?
pretty good too. Can we see the ending of Naruto?
No, you want to see that? Well,
I like Naruto, that cute little foxy boy with the 9 tails.
If you love Naruto, then you should love this. This is like the successor. This is like.
But Naruto's way better.
Why is it way better than good old My Hero?
The characters have cooler powers. And,
That's generally true, I think.
and
Yeah.
like, and like the
I'll give you
plot was a little bit more realistic.
In a world where people have giant monsters thrown in them and then they shoot ninja magic.
They work hard for their ninja magic.
Well,
I mean, you got a point there.
You cannot say something is realistic and it's like a bullshit fantasy world with superpowers.
I mean,
Harry Potter's realistic because they shoot abracadabra spells.
But, you gotta admit, like, My Hero powers are a little bit more one-dimensional. Oh.
What's going on here?
Oh. I think I hit, like, my mic.
I think someone's
Audio.
trying to speak to us. through the third dimension.
Maybe.
Is it the speaker?
Worrying about that
Oh, it's a
light.
speaker sound, I think.
Okay. Here's what I'm going to say to that. I will give you that the Naruto powers are generally a little bit more versatile, and that I think that is one of Horikoshi's biggest weaknesses. Like, there's some really good powers in My Hero Academia, but a lot of them are kind of like really dumb and difficult to like write cool usages of. Like
Invisible Girl, Duct Tape Guy.
Yeah, duct tape guy, tail guy.
I mean, I still think there's really creative ways you can make duct tape cool, but I mean, so far he hasn't made it look cool yet.
God, I wonder what Karen would think of One Piece.
Oh yeah, well, One Piece is
Far more goofier and less realistic, and the powers are much dumber.
That's a big commitment to try and get into.
That's
over 800 chapters of like content, and that may be a real long stretch.
That would be I wouldn't do that unless you like.
I watched an anime recently. It's about this little boy that went into this fantasy world, and he just kept dying again.
Oh, I know that one is ReZero.
Yeah.
Did you like that one because it was edgy?
I like it.
Did you like it because it had like big boobed maid girls? Did you like that?
Yeah, I really like the villains with the big boobies.
I think they become like good girls. Like I've never watched that, but I know that was like the flavor of the month, like back in 2016.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
I can't believe you're saying that. That's better than My Hero. God damn it! You know what? Maybe I should force you two to watch next time. What was like the hot flavor last season is whatchamacallit, Made in the Abyss. People love that.
Oh, is that? Oh, I think Super Eye Patch Wolf did a review.
Yes,
on
he did.
That,
He
right?
did a great video, like he always does.
Yeah, I vaguely heard about that.
Yeah,
Don't know much about it.
So, Lobster, do you like My Hero Academia?
I think it's great. I think I am so angry that you've polluted Goro's influence because I think he would have been like much more thunderstruck if I did not have you cursed evil tiger thing. I think these episodes were very well done and very consistent. And, it's building up to what is probably the strongest arc in some of the best material in the manga. And I think Bones has done a great job in continuing to make this material engaging and, move along in a steady clip.
I would say it is a acquired taste.
Oh, you son of a... This is like the most like mainstream. This is like the Avengers of anime. And you're like, I like the one with the... I'm just going to find the weirdest shit for you. So, well, here's a good question, though. Does this make you want to go see the first and second seasons?
No, I'll probably see the last episode. I just want to know who lives.
And are either of you excited for the Hero Raid now that they've got the Avengers and they're going to, like, go and fight them?
I'm curious to see how that turns out. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen with that at the very least, so... that's at least spoiler-free territory
I'm
for me.
very excited. That was a good movie.
Are you excited, Karen, to learn about see the Hero Raid and see who lives and dies and what shit goes down?
Yes, very.
So, Goro, what are your final thoughts on this first batch of episodes that you saw?
Yeah, Goro. Speak the truth.
So... I'm getting a little bit more excited after Bakugo was released, and he finally said, announced his self, like, I want to win like All Might wins. That was pretty nice moment, and I think
He's gonna get fucked.
I'm curious how this whole raid is gonna like come out. Like how it's gonna, how it's
gonna play out.
Play out. That's the word I'm looking for.
And like, what do you think of the Wild Wild Pussycats? What do you think of the overall training camp arc?
The Wild Wild Pussycats are kind of dumb. It was really
Yeah,
stupid.
I'm glad they died. They kind of remind me of the Pussycat Dolls.
The Pussycat Dolls?
Yeah.
I don't know what the Pussycat Dolls are like. Or what they are. Actually, it does sound familiar. Pussycat Dolls.
Do you know what the Pussycat Dolls are? Are they like a band?
Yeah.
Oh.
Is that But there's 5 members here. There's like
Pussycats only have 4. So, Goro, what would you have to give if you have to give these past few episodes an overall grade?
Let's see. All these episodes, all 8 of them.
Yeah, unless you want to go for individual ones, if you remember them distinctly enough.
Okay.
I think he does.
Number 1, filler recap.
Girl, hold my hand.
Okay. So I think that episode was like. This is kind of like a 4. I'm kind of glad they did the recap in like a way that was a little bit more creative, but like instead of just like a generic recap, they did like an episode sort of like connecting all the recaps together. That was okay. It was not okay, but just like a little bit bearable.
Okay, yeah, I agree. I hated that episode. The only reason I did it was for Karen, and then Karen betrayed me.
You know. So then the next episode was what again?
They introduced the Wild Wild Pussycats and they go on their trip.
Yeah, that one was like a 5 or 6.
Oh, come on, that was like at least a 6 or 7.
Was that the one where the purple balls kids trying to climb the?
Yeah.
No, that's the one. Well, it might have been. Yeah, I think it was the one where he tries to climb up.
Yeah, so that one it made it slightly better. That moment made it slightly better, so maybe like a 6.
And then and what do you think of that in episode 3 where they do the like quirk training exercises?
That one was kind of interesting. It was fun to see like all the creative, different ways to build people's quirks. Like I like the tape guy like shooting off tape like continuously. That was really fun to see, just like him just like spurting out like endless amounts of tape. And I like the comparison, like how quirks are like basically like muscles. You have to like break them and constantly like overuse them to like make them stronger.
Yeah, that's realistic.
And you do like and for some reason, Karen loved Coda, the little boy.
Yeah, he's relatable.
Okay, so what do you think? So what would you give? So what would you give that episode? Episode 3.
I give that like a 7 or 7.5.
And okay, what about episode 4, the big fight between Midoriya and Muscle? That's a 9 in my book. But what do you think?
It just felt so convenient that the Muscle guy was also the guy that killed the kid's parents and happens to show up first in front of the kid that killed his parents.
I mean, I'll give you that. All those elements are really contrived, but what about the plus ultra emotion of him just getting fucked?
Smash, smash.
It wasn't enough. It wasn't enough to like outweigh the contrivedness of like just the coincidences all lining up. I had to give it like it was like a 7.5 moment for me.
Fuck you! You're Karen. You're ruining everything.
This is my
ruining everything.
This is my original thought.
Sure it is.
It's okay.
7.5. Okay, and then what do you think of the episode after that?
So the episode after that, what happened?
That's when like he's like rushing into the forest, and he finds the teeth guy, and there's more fighting.
I forget.
Do you want to like just combine episode 5 through 8 and then just give them a total score because they all kind of merge together?
Sure. I'm thinking that was like it was like a 7.
Fuck you.
It was about a 7 moment.
Those are all. That was at least solid 8 material.
But I like the last episode the best, honestly. I think the last episode was kind of like an 8 for me because Bakugo, getting his moment, like, why would I join new villains? I'm a hero like the rest of them. I like.
I kind of really thought he was gonna go on the villain side. He had that little bit of badness in him.
Well, that was the whole idea, to make you think he was going to become an evil Sasuke. Yeah, because him and like Midoriya, you know, this whole thing is very similar to the. Did you see the Naruto arc where Sasuke gets taken by the villains and he becomes evil?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
Sasuke's so hot.
that's basically what the comparison is. Like the Bakugo and Bakugo is like Sasuke and Midoriya is like Naruto, in a sense.
Yeah. So, well, here's the bigger question. Let's wrap this up because I got to start making my way home. I'm thinking like 6 to 8 weeks. I'm gonna come back again, and then we're gonna like go through the next batch of episodes. Is that something you want to do, Karen?
I don't know.
Oh man, you weren't sold off. You know.
I think Karen wants something a little bit more hardcore. Like,
Y'all can go watch it.
So, but you don't want to be a part of it, Karen?
I might.
This episode didn't get you invested to like want to see what happens next.
I wonder if Karen would like Gantz actually. Like,
maybe I don't know. It's all right, Karen. I'm gonna find the most fucked up, messed up, you know, brutal anime ever the next time I'm here, and then I'm gonna make you watch that. Does that sound good to you, Karen?
Oh, Karen likes the funny stuff.
So, Goro, you're excited for more My Hero, right?
I'm looking forward to see what happens.
But Karen wasn't quite sold. Karen doesn't necessarily know if she wants to see it anymore.
Karen's a hater.
Yeah, Karen is.
Doesn't matter.
Karen's a pretty hardcore
Doesn't matter
hater.
what Karen thinks. She's just here. She just breathes the air.
You are in my. I'm looking forward to seeing the comments about how they respond towards you, Karen, and your thoughts of My Hero.
It's okay, Karen. Your opinion is valuable about this show.
Oh, such a shame. I was hoping Karen would fall in love into it and be super invested in like seeing the villain or the hero raid with all the top heroes like going against it to like lay the smackdown. But I think we're gonna get some really strong stuff in the next 2 to 3 episodes.
It might also be because like she did jump into the middle of like the series, so she's not as invested as like in the characters in the beginning.
Yeah, that is
That
true.
might be it.
What did you say, Karen?
That might be it.
I thought that recap episode might have gotten, might have been enough, but
I think the
guess it
first
wasn't.
episode really like does a lot to like get you invested in some of the characters, like
you mean
All Might.
You mean the first pilot?
Yeah, the pilot.
Yeah,
episode.
the pilot does do a good job.
Yeah, Midoriya, All Might, Bakugo. Well, that episode I think really sells their characters pretty well.
It does. I think it's a really strong pilot.
Yeah.
I do like that there's a lot of like the broski love going on.
What do you mean the
between
broski?
Between the characters, you know?
You like the broski
Yeah.
love?
Yeah, but I feel like also the female characters are kind of weak. You know, their relationships, their powers. It seems like they just want to chill and go to the swimming pool.
Some of their powers are
Oh, yeah.
kind of like lower tier, but then again, that's like a shonen thing. You know, generally, like the female characters are usually not as cool or powerful as the male ones because generally this is like ultimately made in a magazine that's targeted towards like 11 to 13-year-old boys. That is the true target demographic of shonen manga.
I mean, like some of the girls in the some of the girls' powers do have the potential to be like way stronger. Like Creation Girl's powers can create basically anything, any weapon, any device, and that's a really strong power. It would be useful, and
I just want to end with saying there is a fine line between a hero and an enemy, and once you cross that line, it's very easily to turn into a villain. Thank you all. The end.
Well, that's what they said in
Have a good night.
That's what they said in Batman: The Dark Knight. So, all right, I think that's gonna wrap up our thoughts. I'm annoyed that Goro didn't fall in love with these episodes because I think it's very strong, good adaptation of strong material. Did you like Moonfish? Did you like the guy with the teeth at least, Karen?
Oh, that's what his name was?
Yeah, Moonfish.
I don't like Moonfish.
I thought you would have liked him. He's like this weird, edgy design.
It's too weird.
Too weird.
He's got like some BDSM.
It's too fishy. All right, so we'll see. Either I'll continue this solo, or maybe like towards the end of the summer, I'll try and see if I can bring Karen and Goro to do another one. But
We'll watch it with you, Isaac.
Oh, will
so you
you?
won't be all alone.
Okay, Karen.
And then we'll trash it. Just to piss the shit out of you.
Yeah, I'll probably get like super pissed if like the big confrontation between All Might and One for All, like, and you're like, oh, this is just okay.
You're just okay.
That's when I'll probably like pull my hair out and lose my shit and like start throwing tables. If that can't move you, then
I don't know.
maybe you should show her Inuyashiki.
Inuyashiki. Oh, that's like wait. Oh yeah. No, I don't think. I don't know if she'd like that.
I don't know. She might like that second episode.
What was the second?
Remember the one where like Shishigami goes into the home invasion?
Oh yeah, that's a fucked up episode. But
See if she likes that. Alright, so that finishes up this thoughts. We'll see if my plans in the future to figure out a way to get Goro to do this more regularly. I have some ideas, but it'll be a little it'll be a little bit while before I can implement them, but at least I use my birthday to get this for all of you to
Happy birthday.
Now, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Happy birthday to me.
Subscribe to Lobster if you want more cool shit.
Yeah. Well, thank you for the endorsement, Karen.
Yes, thank you, Karen.
All right, so thank you for hanging out with us, and remember, lobster's antennas, but don't you grab it.